You are watching Access LaPorte County, Channel 97. Coming up next is the February 1st, 2023 meeting of the LaPorte County Board of Finance. You can find more information for this meeting by visiting www.accesslaportecounty.org.
All right, very good. Good morning, everyone. We're going to call to order the Board of Finance meeting, extra meeting that we're having here today to go over some policy here. We'll be doing the Pledge of Allegiance at immediately following this at our Board of Commissioners meeting. So we'll hold that over for that. Ms. Winsky, do you want to start us out?
Sure. Do you want to do the roll call, or is that what?
Sure. Sure. Commissioner Mrzinski.
Present.
Commissioner Grammarosa.
Present.
Commissioner Haney is present, and Joey Winsky.
Thank you.
All right, very good. We have a quorum.
Did you want me to talk about the investment policy now?
Yes, please.
Okay. You all received a copy of the LaPorte County, Indiana Board of Finance investment policy. The policy follows the state statute and is pretty straightforward. If there are any questions, I sent everyone a copy, and you should have a copy to sign there also. I sent it to Ms. Fly Nelson, and I sent it to Mr. Jones, as well as all the commissioners.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Winsky. One of the questions that I had last meeting, and I wonder if you were able to find the answer for that. How much do we actually have available for investment right now?
Well, I couldn't tell you because we don't have our 2022 books finalized with the auditor yet. We were waiting for them to tie up a few loose ends, and then I will know that. I can get in touch with you and let you know that amount as soon as we have it.
Okay. Do you have even just, let's say, maybe a ballpark?
Well, right now I know we have $5 million invested in, like I said before, in an Evansville bank. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure that I shouldn't say I'm sure. I'm hoping that there'll be money from other funds that have excess amounts in them. So I want to get together with the auditor and number one, see what we really do have to invest. And number two, I'd like his opinion on some of the investments, since he's a pretty good judge of investing.
Very good, thank you. I see we had a suggestion for some reporting. So we had a suggestion for some reporting. I'll go ahead and read it. See if there's any interest from the board in adopting this. So to add under reporting that each month, on or before the second regularly scheduled Board of Commissioners meeting, the treasurer shall prepare a written report for the Board of Finance summarizing the status of the county's investments in the prior month. Pursuant to Indiana Code 5-13-7-6 through 7-7, an annual report shall also be produced. All such investment summary reports shall be provided to the members of the Board of Finance as well as to all members of the County Council.
I'd like to make a motion to approve.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion?
Yes.
Ms. Winsky.
Let me just ask you something. First of all, when we invest the money, we invest it on an annual basis or sometimes on 6-month basis. And so there's really no report to give other than an annual report, because I won't get those interest numbers until the end of the year. So I can tell you what we invest on a monthly basis, but It'll just be a total.
Mr.
Well,
I would just say, Joey, Treasurer Winsky, in response to your notion, this is your. I'm not going to comment on how often a report should be given. That's up to the Board of Finance. But I would say that this is a very dynamic interest rate environment, so it certainly might be possible that you might find yourself wanting to invest on a more staggered basis or reacting to. Not that anyone wants to game the markets and try to, outwit the markets, but it is a dynamic interest rate environment, and you may find yourself wanting to deploy capital or invest or reinvest on a shorter term or a longer term, depending on what exactly interest rates do. It's to say it's unusual environment is to say the least, with interest rates shooting up the way they have the last 12 months or so.
And I would agree.
Thank you for saying that. We're limited in where we can invest our money, our funds. So it's all by state statute what you can invest in and how you can invest your money. So if it's okay with the auditor and the Board of Finance, I'd like to get together with him at some point and talk about that so that we can help each other, kind of thing.
So I have a question. So are you saying that we have a limitation that we can only invest in 6 month and 1 year?
No,
Okay.
no, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is there are only certain places you can invest the funds in. They have to. In the state statute, there's a list of where you can invest your funds, but normally in previous years, they've invested in either 6 months or a year, and only this $5 million investment has lasted longer than a 1 year period. So that's I hope that clarifies it.
But this would give us the diversity to go ahead and use shorter term. There's nothing in the IC code that would prevent us with going with a 3 month versus a year program. Correct?
I don't think so. What happens is the treasurer gets from several banks, we get their rate of interest almost on a monthly basis. They send us that. And so that's the kind of thing I'd like to get together with Tim and let him see where we can invest, and I'd like him to kind of advise on which one would be the best rate of interest. And I could figure out the best rate of interest, but I mean the best terms. I guess that's how I should say it.
So I'm around a lot, and I'd like to be included in that meeting as well. So you'd have one commissioner there.
Just so you know that the treasurer has the full responsibility to invest. No one else does.
I understand that, but we can sit in the meeting, correct? Or you don't want us in the meeting?
No.
Okay.
I just said that I'd like Tim to meet with me. So
you object with a commissioner there?
You're more than welcome to sit in with us.
I would just say that I defer to Joey on this, because she points out statutorily she's charged, her office is charged with the investing. But I do look forward to working with you on this. I would just make the point that the state statute on this essentially limits the county to non-risky investments other than interest rate risk. Right. The risk of interest rates going up or down and losing money as a result of that. You can't buy corporate, as far as I know, corporate bonds or things that involve risk. So that's the issue really that I would be involved in these discussions. I think would be notions of term. Do you want to lock it in for 5 years because interest rates are super high? Do you the emergency reserve funds that we have, for example, that we don't anticipate using, what that share of money, or where do you go with that? So that's probably the nature of what we'd be exploring, but look forward to helping out.
Thank you.
All right, very good, thank you. All right, so we have the motion on the floor to adopt this reporting policy, and it was seconded, so all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye?
Aye.
And I'm just going to run through the roll call real quick since we have somebody participating via Zoom. Commissioner Merzinski?
Aye.
Commissioner Grammarosa?
Aye.
Commissioner Haney is aye. Treasurer Winsky?
Aye.
Thank you. Very good. All right. Motion carries unanimously. So with that addendum, we'll adopt the LaPorte County investment policy. I'll entertain a motion to adopt the investment policy.
So move.
Second.
All right. We have a motion, a second. Any further discussion? All right. Hearing none. Commissioner Mrzinski?
Aye.
Treasurer Winsky?
Aye.
Commissioner Grammarosa?
Aye.
And Commissioner Haney, aye. All right, motion carries. Is there any further business for the Finance Board?
No.
All right.
Motion to adjourn.
A motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
All right, and a second for discussion, just for the record, please, if our secretary could note that Commissioner Mrzinski is attending via a claimed medical exemption here this morning. All right, nothing else. We stand adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you.